now at 4, devastated by Harvey.
So we're all pitching in.
Dickinson gives thanks, flocking to grocery stores ahead of their Thanksgiving feasts.
Then I just see a big old line down the street.
And people hit the pie lines and the roads and the airports for the holiday. And we're offering expert advice on surviving holiday stress.
But it is a tough Thanksgiving Eve for our state's longest-serving congressman. What Joe Barton is saying about an explicit photo of himself that is circulating on social media.
But we are starting with Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving is looking a lot different this year for thousands of families across the area whose homes were damaged or destroyed by the hurricane. I'm Jason Bristol.
And I'm Sherman Chow. Many have come up with a plan B for Thanksgiving dinner. Our Adam Bennett is live in Dickinson with how storm victims are adapting.
Hey, Jason and Sherman. Well, when you first look at the parking lot here at the Kroger along FM 517, it really looks like any parking lot anywhere in America the night before Thanksgiving. But in so many of these cars, there are so many stories with families that most people in most parts of the country could not even begin to imagine. Now, take a look inside the store. This is some video we shot earlier, and you can see in there, it pretty much looks like business as usual too, right? You've got cashiers busy scanning full carts. You see all of the Thanksgiving staples you normally would, things like turkey, stuffing, desserts, and of course all the ingredients that you need to make that dinner. But most shoppers we talked to here were either personally impacted by Harvey or their family members were. And some say this year they're either going for the easiest meal possible or they're buying extra to cook for those who have already been through so much.
My sister lost everything downstairs. We're having Thanksgiving at her house with rented tables and chairs, disposable flatware, tableware, tablecloth, everything. And we're all pitching in and bringing stuff here.
Everybody's going to friends. Everybody's taking care of everybody, so that's not a problem. So yeah, I'm cooking for a lot of people.
You know, in many ways, it is amazing that this Kroger is even open today. It's not too far from some really badly flooded areas. And in fact, some nearby businesses in this shopping center are still closed. Now, another family told me they just moved back into their home that had been damaged. They're still waiting on repairs, but they say in the meantime, their stove is working, their fridge is working, so they're going to find a place to sit, just make the best of the situation. Jason and Sherman.
Certainly lots to be thankful for. Thank you, Adam.
It is, of course, one of the busiest travel days of the year, and plenty of people are already en route to their Thanksgiving destination. Check out the crowd at the Denver airport. Travelers winding their way through the security lines and just getting to and from the airport in L.A. A traffic nightmare. Those are not Christmas lights, people. Those are traffic lights. Back here at home, we've got a live look at I-45 near Rankin from our TransStar cameras. Checking on the traffic here near us outside of downtown, and it looks like it's flowing pretty well for now. Hope it stays that way.
Yes, no doubt. Now, the day before Thanksgiving, Houston airports are busy. The good thing, well, weather isn't causing any major delays at the airport. So what do the lines look like there? Our Matt Doherty is at Bush Airport with a peek.
Experts have predicted there will be more holiday travelers flying out this Thanksgiving than in the past 10 years. But we've been out here at Bush Intercontinental Airport since this morning, and it's not the holiday nightmare that you might expect. This couldn't be one of the busiest travel days of the year, could it?
Perfect. Everything's smooth.
Smooth and calm by all appearances at the airport this busy travel day before Thanksgiving. What appears to be making the difference is the weather. Not just beautiful, clear blue skies here in Houston, but the fairly calm weather throughout the rest of the country as well. By noon, less than 20 flights have been canceled in total throughout the entire country, an unusually low number for this time of year.
It looks fine here. It looks very calm. It looks like Houston has it under control. Everybody's moving. Looks like they're getting ready to go eat some turkey, as we are.
So if you're getting on a plane this busy holiday week, you might want to prepare for possibly long lines. But be thankful, the single biggest factor affecting air travel is cooperating, the weather. Thanksgiving Day is expected to be a little bit less busy. Many travelers hoping to save on airfare will be boarding tomorrow. From Bush Intercontinental Airport, Matt Doherty, KHOU 11 News.
This is good hair.
Well, certainly nice not to have weather as an obstacle.
Yeah, Brooks claiming some of the credit for that. Maybe no, we're kidding you. But tomorrow's going to be pretty calm across the country as well, huh?
It will be. This is just an absolutely unusual holiday season for Thanksgiving. Typically, we have at least one big storm system either on the East Coast or maybe on the West Coast. But right now, airport delay-wise, we are good to go. The only airport delays I've seen are in the Northeast today, and they're minor, about an hour at Newark, but that's also known as a Wednesday in New Jersey. Philly had some earlier delays, but the weather system affecting New England is now departed. So let's talk about our weather locally. If you're doing any driving this evening or tonight, we've got temperatures falling slowly from the upper 60s into the 50s. We'll see a chilly night, though, with lows overnight in the 40s. So 50 degrees by 10 o'clock. That's going to be chilly. A lot of us going out tonight. It's the night before Thanksgiving. Waking up tomorrow morning to 42 degrees. And for the parade start, 49 at 9 o'clock in downtown. We're going to top out tomorrow in the 60s, but it's going to take a while to get there, guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Brooks. Okay, folks, check out the long lines outside the Flying Saucer Pie Company. This is one of the telltale signs that it's the day before Thanksgiving, and that line can be blocks long.
Yes, and waiting patiently for that perfect dessert. We know people are doing that outside that Houston dessert landmark.
Marcelina Benito is at that family business in North Houston to see how it is celebrating its 50th anniversary. Hey, Marcelina.
Hey there, guys. Well, if you want a pie, you are running out of time because the Flying Saucer Pie Company will close those doors right at 5 o'clock. You can see what the lines look like right now. And as you mentioned, Flying Saucer is celebrating 50 years. You can see it on the marquee. That is half of a century of long lines every Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Now, this year, I was told the pies were selling faster earlier in the week. They actually ran out of pie boxes today because of that, and they had to have some rushed here to fuel the long lines of people. Families were out here since last night and early this morning just waiting to get their hands on a pie or two or three. Most people obviously don't wait in line for just one. They take 5 or 6 home with them. This, of course, is all part of Thanksgiving right here in Houston.
Because of our family and like what it means to us, and I think that the reason why we wait is because we know that like our Thanksgiving dinner isn't complete without these pies. They're the best pies. Yes, they are the best pies in Houston.
Been here forever. It's a tradition.
They really want the pumpkin pie from here, so yeah.
So it's worth it.
Yeah, I think so. We'll see. I'll let you know tomorrow. Okay.
Now, staff here at the Flying Saucer have literally been working around the clock the last 48 hours. They were even baking up more pies earlier this afternoon. When it's all said and done, they told me they will have baked and sold more than 10,000 pies. Now, back out here live, guys, I can tell you I just checked with the staff people there in the bakery, and they told me they're pretty much down to 3 flavors: chocolate, lemon, and coconut cream pie. So options are limited. It's later in the day, but you still have time, about maybe 50 minutes until they will close their doors. So come on out and pick yourself up a pie. The line's not too bad right now. Back to you.
That may be the shortest we've seen that line of the last day or two. All right, thank you, Marcelina.
Those are still some good options, though.
That's right, coconut cream.
Yes. And right before the holiday, one congressman from Texas is now dealing with an embarrassing photo.
How Representative Joe Barton is responding after an explicit photo of him showed up online.
Plus, what happens when that dinner conversation turns to politics? What you can do to avoid conflict on Thanksgiving before things get heated.
Thanksgiving is the time for us to thank God for what he's given us, this country, and what the founders set forth in the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and so forth. And it's just a time to be thankful for all the blessings we have and for the country we live in.